Yo, what's up? It's Lindsay. Today I want to talk about the fact of not trying to control your relationship, but directing your relationship to where it's supposed to be. She's not losing interest, you're just not a man yet. Now, there are certain traits that boys have and that men have, and we're going to go through them today so that you can feel more comfortable. She can feel more comfortable when you start attracting the girl that you deserve, the girl that you want, rather than attracting the wrong girl. Vice versa. The wrong girl is going to attract the wrong guy. And if you've got the wrong traits, then you're going to attract the wrong girl. So it's a bit of a cycle. But yeah, let's get straight into it. I don't want to waste your time. Yeah, this is practical steps to shift from needy boy energy to grounded masculine leadership. And as you can see, I've made a nice little Miro drawing for you to make things a little bit more entertaining than just narration. So, firstly, I just want to go over why she's pulling away. And I want to say with compassion that you're being too much of a nice guy and too available. Now, I'm no saint. I definitely had and do have a lot of nice guy traits, but there's the difference between getting stepped over and letting people step over you and being too nice to people that you shouldn't be too nice to just because you're a nice person. And then there's someone that is being respectful of their partner, not communicating any more than business, then just the good morning, just the just what needs to be said. You don't need to say more than hello sometimes. Like, it's actually disrespectful to your partner. You're being too nice. You let people walk over you. You can't trust a nice guy because they they get built up, they get walked over, they get trampled on, and then they build up resentment and emotions, and basically they explode. Like, you don't want to be the nice guy. It's not attractive. It's just stop being the nice guy. Be ruthless. Be a savage. Be relentless in your mission to pursue what you want to pursue. And sometimes you gotta not be the nice guy to get there. Okay? Women don't want the perfect guy, the nice guy that you think is the perfect guy for them. They want direction. They want someone that is relentless on their mission, on their purpose, going somewhere great. Okay? And they want someone that can direct that. They don't want perfection. Stop trying to be perfection for her, whatever you think that is for her. So masculine energy isn't about being nice. It's about being grounded, being present, being driven, being enthusiastic, being structured, being on your goals, being fit and healthy, being organized. It's about being absolutely present in where you are in life right now and where you're going. Okay? And a big reason a lot of guys lose a girl they're talking to, a girl they're married to, a girl they're in a relationship with, or they just are even pursuing, they lose the opportunity, is because they start to put her above their mission. They start to put her in a position where she's more important than what's going on in your life, your mission. It's a hard truth, and it's actually quoted in The Way of the Superior Man, if you've read the book. But a man's mission and purpose is actually more of a priority than his woman. Okay? She is there right next to you, beside you, along the way, but your mission is your purpose. It's like an onion layer, right? And you've got this purpose, right? And as soon as you proceed and you achieve and you do whatever it is you set out to do, that purposeful thing, that is your purpose. You peel back the onion layer, bang, and then there's another layer, right? And it's the next section of your purpose, right? That is your mission. As soon as you put her above this, she's going to feel that. And when you're putting all your energy towards her, you're not putting your energy towards directing the relationship to where it's supposed to go. Okay? Oh, my computer is frozen. 1 second, guys. A bit of intermission. But yeah, it's a bit of a rainy day here. It is pissing down on the Gold Coast. If you guys live here or you're somewhere else, it's usually sunny. But we're back. Here we go. We're moving. So before I get into the how, I want to tell you what turns her off from you. Okay, so I'll just list through these quickly. Over communicating and needing reassurance. You don't need to be insecure. She doesn't want that. When you're insecure and you messaging her all the time, when you're at work, wondering where she's doing, telling her what you're doing 24/7, it leaves no room for mystery. And it also just shows that you're more focused on what she's doing than what you're doing, which I'm not saying don't give your partner, your love, attention, okay? But you've got to have your priorities set, like, and she understands that you're on a mission too. You're on a mission to, make us both successful. It's up to you. You're the man. You're going to lead the way. So you need to be on your shit. And if you're not leading the way, she's going to feel that. Letting her moods shake your emotions. So she's going to have moods. She's going to be upset some days. She's going to be angry some days. She's going to be the happiest girl in the world some days. You can't let that shake you, If she's having a bad day, you can't let you have a bad day, all right? Like, it's a test. Treat it like a test, okay? Like, she's feeling something, spin her around, tell her she's beautiful, Be that rock that she can lean on, okay? Don't let her moods break you and shake you, okay? It's emotional intelligence, basically, and being aware of how she's feeling, how you're feeling, and letting her feel that, and talking to her. Having no structure or a clear mission, no goals, no structure throughout your week, no plan. It's set up for failure, basically. That's what you're doing. You're setting yourself up for failure, and if she's chosen you, if she's thinking about choosing you, and you can't even tell her what the plan is, what the dream is, then it's just not a good look, and it's not a clear. You don't know where you're going, basically, and she wants to know where she's going. That's your job. Not being a man of your word shows low self-worth, low self-respect. She's going to respect you less. If you don't say what you're going to do, then yeah, I don't even know why you're pursuing. You may as well pursue a low-value woman, okay? She'll be all right with that. Not taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your hygiene. Take care of your body. Treat your body like a Ferrari. Fill it with good fuel. Take care of your skin. Take care of your body in general. Take care of your mind, what you're consuming. Don't be lazy. Like, the basics, the plain old basics. Being negative. Negativity is, no one wants to be around someone that's negative. Be a change in this world. There's enough negativity going around in this world that you can stand out so easily just by being positive, just by being a glass half full with everything, just by being like the most optimistic person in the room all the time. It's not a bad trait, and people want to be around those people. It's contagious. Being emotionally mature. So like I said, like being reactive, okay? No one, you want to be a rock. You want to be solid. You want to know what you're doing each day. You want to know where you're taking her, what you guys are doing. If you guys are going out for dinner, if you're taking her out on a date, and You just want to be a rock. You don't want to be a reactive when shit hits the fan, when things are going wrong at work. It's simple. It's emotional intelligence, and I made another video about emotional intelligence, which you can find in my videos. But yeah, emotional intelligence is a key trait, especially with women. Like that's what they're looking for. They're looking for someone that can control their emotions and the way they feel about things. Always being available and seeking validation shows that you don't have shit to do. Okay. The point is, she feels it, and when you're not solid, she doesn't feel safe. And if she doesn't feel safe, she'll test you, she'll start to resent you, and she'll probably leave over time. It's only a matter of time. So, let's talk. How a masculine leader leads in his relationship. Leadership in relationships isn't about control, it's about direction. Okay, she wants to feel like you guys are going somewhere, and it's your job to have that conviction. It's your job to have a plan. Like you need to have a plan of some sort. Doesn't matter how crappy the plan is. You need to have a plan to get from A to B. Having a plan is like step number one, really. You need to set yourself up for success. And if you don't have a plan, then where are you going? You don't know. Now, you don't chase. You attract through your presence and your deliberate habits and actions that you do every day. So what you do every day basically determines where you're going to be in the next 6 months. So if you meditate for 10 minutes every single day, you're not going to feel too much the first week, the first 2 weeks. The first month you will notice that you're just a lot calmer. You're just a lot more relaxed. You're just a lot more happy, to be fair. And you do that for years. And what that builds is a characteristic of calmness, of non-reactivity, of matureness, of being able to survive in the chaos. It makes you more emotionally intelligent. It makes you more grounded in your conversations, present in the conversations. You're not thinking about what happened at Sally's birthday. You know what I mean? Like traits like this, going to the gym every day. You're not going to see something in the first 2 weeks, but in the first 2 years, you're going to see massive change. And these are characteristics that are desirable that men should have. Okay, sitting on your phone every single day when you get home from work, where's that going to leave you in 6 months? You don't think when you're on your phone. It takes you away from your presence. It makes you feel bad. It fries your dopamine receptors. It makes life seem grey. It makes the actual good things in life that we're supposed to enjoy feel boring, not fun. Okay, so you need to really choose and be deliberate with where you spend your daily habits and your everyday actions. Okay, consistency, disciplined, rooted in purpose. You got your plan, you're consistent with it, and you do it when you don't want to do it. And this creates momentum and purpose. Okay, he's comfortable. He has a plan, goals, and dreams to catch. Have a dream. Have a North Star. Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing for a job, for full-time work? How are you going to do it? Reverse engineer the whole thing. Create a plan. He's comfortable in his own skin and has high self-worth. His emotions are regulated, and this is important. He responds, he doesn't react. So you're always going to have hard conversations, especially with your girl. She is going to make you bring the hard things to the surface, and you've got to talk about these things. And these things are going to make you want to react. It's your job to take that in, look at it from a third eye, and respond in a way that's not biased to the way you feel, but valid for the situation. Okay. You respond with clarity. You respond with matureness. And for her, you're a calming presence, not another emotional spike. Okay. This leader, he makes her partner feel calm when she's around her. When she sees him, she doesn't get more anxiety, doesn't get more stressed out, doesn't she needs to stop thinking. That's your mission. Okay. Okay. Now to the business. This is how to become that man. Literally, you do these things, you're gonna become that man. She's gonna love you. You're gonna have purpose. You're gonna attract the right woman for you. And if the woman you're chasing goes away after you do these things, then she wasn't meant for you. And you're gonna be grateful that you did these things and you stayed true to yourself. That's what it's all about. So step one is you need to reclaim your mission. You need to have goals. Like, bang on. We're men. We need a goal. We need to reverse engineer these goals into weekly, daily habits. So identify different goals for different areas of your life. So what career, where are you working right now? Where do you want to get to in that career? Do you want to start a business? What business is it? How are you going to start that business? What's step number one? How do you get from a successful business to from where you are right now? Okay. Health, get a gym plan, get a nutrition plan, and stick to it. It's just proven facts that you're going to get the body you want, or you're going to stay healthy. You're going to get to the goal you want in that area. Have a goal for it. With your partner, set goals with your partner about like bonding, about doing something hard together. Okay. Do a life audit and look at the most important categories of your life, and then set goals for each category to achieve, and then break those goals down into weekly and daily actionable steps. And then, yeah, you need a daily structure that hits those categories. I would recommend creating a Notion template. That's what I do. I have a daily Notion template that I use every single day, and I use it from all the way from 2023. And what's in this is it has the years, then goes down to the months, and then goes down to the weeks, and then the days. And then I can see what I was doing 3 weeks ago on a Friday. I know exactly what I was doing that day and what I got done. But what this does is it shows me that I'm making progress every single day. It's good for the brain, and it's organized. So every single day, I set a plan to get a certain amount of tasks done that are realistic. And every single day, I know if I tick these things off, I've had a step forward. I've had a win. I've had a fulfilling day. You've got to work out what a fulfilling day is for you. Okay. And you've got to stick to your guns and make sure you get those things done. She's going to respect that. Okay. Routine, structure, just make your life organized, have a plan, and action. Okay. Get this stuff written down on Notion, on a Word document, whatever. Have a 5-year plan, have goals for each year, where you're going to get to, have all this written down, financial goals. Make it into goals and make it your mission to set out and get these things done every single day. You might have to review it every 3 months, every month, but as long as you've got a plan and you're moving forward, that's the most important thing. And you've got a dream and a North Star at the end that you're going to eventually get to. She's going to love that. And the more you do it, the more you prove to yourself that you can do hard things, the more you're going to have conviction in saying that you're going to get these things done, and she's going to believe it. And this is very attractive. Okay. Number 2 is create emotional grounding. So do hard things on purpose. You know what I mean? Get used to the shit. Get used to doing the sucky thing, going to the gym each day. Maybe you have to work back late. Suck it up, okay? Like, get used to the grit, okay? You're going to be stronger the day after. You've had a stressful day at work. Look at the bright side. You're going to be able to handle a stressful situation of that caliber better next time you're faced with it. Get used to purposely doing hard things, like going for long runs where you're going to give up at some point, but you proceed. Like David Goggins says, when you want to give up, you're only 40% through, which is, he's someone to listen to because that bloke just goes and goes and goes. But the point is, you always want to give up on a run, but you keep pushing forward, and it builds that muscle in the mind. Yeah. So you can do purposeful things like cold showers and breath work and just sitting still in your room with no music, no sound, nothing, looking at the eyes closed, whatever, 10 minutes. We can't even sit still for 10 minutes, a lot of us these days, without, looking at our phone or something. It's painfully boring. Get used to doing these hard things. And just get used to, callousing your mind so you can handle hard conversations, hard situations, and you're just tough. Okay. Set boundaries, right? So you've got these goals, they're your priority. Now you need to set boundaries to make sure you're achieving these goals. Like if you got a goal to build a six pack and a certain kind of physique, then you can't be getting takeout and whatever with the girl. You have to stick to your guns. You have to say no. You have to set boundaries so you make sure like you're organized for the week ahead. Because if you skip something and then you go do something else and you come back and you're not organized, everything falls behind, everything crumbles. You have to have boundaries with making sure you're organized and prepared to succeed in your life. You have to be organized with your food and your diet. You have to be organized with your routine and just life admin, just laundry, everything in life that it takes to, keep things afloat. Boundaries are there to keep you on your mission. And when you're on your mission, your self-love is at its highest and you can show up as the best man that you're supposed to be. Big factor, self-love, okay? Self-worth. And you build that by being a man of your word. You build that by keeping promises to yourself. And you feel that self-love when you're on your mission and you're doing something purposeful, okay? The last one is be unapologetically you. We're all different. We're all quirky. And we've all got beliefs of our own. So stick to what you believe in. Don't fold if she believes in something else and you think she's going to not like you because you think a different football team is better than her football team. Or if you believe in something to do with politics and she believes the other. Okay? Like, if shit is below us, stick to your guns. Like, it doesn't matter. And if she does care, then and she decides that she wants to leave, then so be it. She wasn't meant to be. Like I said, be a man of your word. Be the type of guy that says what he's going to do, and he does what he says he's going to do. He just gets it done. He is trusted in his word. She trusts him. He trusts himself. People trust him. People know when he says he's going to do it, he gets it done. He says he's going to run a marathon. He's running a marathon, my man. And learn to like your quirks. We're all quirky. Like I said, we're all got our own weird things. Don't embrace that. That's you. Okay. And she's not going to get weirded out by that stuff. Like, that's the least of her worries. She's going to get weirded out when you say you're going to do something, you do something else. She's going to get weirded out when you don't have a plan for where you guys are going. She's going to get weirded out when you're just not taking care of yourself. Okay, she's going to get the ick big time. And if she pulls away from the real you, that is alignment. Like, you are being true to yourself. She wasn't meant for you, brother. That is the be all end all. So basically, get your shit in order. Create a plan, create some goals, get a dream. Create a dream. You need a dream, write that shit down. And just get on your shit. Okay. So create a plan, set the goals, work your way back from these goals, and then just be so disciplined with getting this stuff done. Okay. And then do the other things that charge you up, like looking after your mental health, like meditation, like doing hard things to make you mentally resilient, like looking after your body, um, learn actual good content and things, and just be someone valuable that can direct, that knows where he's going. That's what she wants. Okay. Start living like a man. You've got a lot of work to do, don't we all? And you can't just get distracted by sitting on your phone, being lazy. It is an incredible turn off for a woman. Laziness, it is way up there when she knows you're lazy and you know you're lazy. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Build that self love, that self worth, and yeah, no time you're going to be a great leader. Cheers.